Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Mission Options. So in this episode, we are going to talk about physical delivery and expiry. Now, let us look at this screen. So here, I have taken a snapshot and you can see here, I have chosen index options and this shows the expiry. So any option you buy or sell, it will have a contract period, expiry date. So this is 24th of June and I have chosen the put option. I have chosen the 15,000 strike price. And you can see the buyer is at 165 rupees, seller is at 166 rupees. So the buyer thinks that the market will fall below 15,000 by the end of June 24. So he is buying. And seller believe that it is not going to fall below, so he is selling. And if you look at this is index option, expiry is 24th of June, option type is put option, strike price is 15,000 and this is open price, high price, low price, close and other things. Now, how many expiries are there? So, suppose if you choose index, you can see there are so many expiry dates. And today, this video is being shot on 26th of May. You can see 27th May, 3rd June, 10th June, 17th June, 24th June, 1st July and so on. So when it comes to indices, Nifty and Bank Nifty, they are indices. We have three types of options. One is weekly options. You can see every week there is an option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there will be 10 weekly options and then monthly options. So 27th of May, 24th of June and 29th of July. They are all monthly options. So expiry in India is always on the last Thursday of the month for monthly expiry. And every Thursday is the weekly expiry. So, weekly expiry, there are 10 continuous weeks. Monthly expiry, 3 months, current month, next month, following month. In addition to that, there are quarterly expiry. So, every quarter, 4 quarters. And then after that, every half yearly expiry up to 26th June 2025. So, the quarterly, half-yearly expiries, we put together as a long-term options. So, we have weekly expiry, we have a monthly expiry and we have long-term expiry. And these long-term expiries as well as weekly expiries are available only for indices. And if you want to go for stocks, there are no weekly expiries. There are no long-term expiries. So maybe I can show you one example. So maybe I can choose Reliance and I choose derivatives. So you can see the expiry date May, June, July. So there are only 3 monthly expiries as far as the stocks are concerned. So Nifty and other indices, you have got weekly expiry, monthly expiry and long-term expiries. So this is one thing. Second major difference. Earlier, we have discussed about American options and European options. European options can be exercised only on expiry. American options can be exercised anytime. And if you go through the book, the definition for option buying, they say the right but not the obligation to buy. But in India, you have the right and you also have the obligation only when it comes to stock options. In index options, you have the right but no obligation. So what is right and no obligation? What is right and obligation? So let me explain in simple terms. Let us say you feel that Nifty will expire above 15,500. You are buying a 15,500 call option. Let us say on the day of expiry, Nifty closes at 15,600. 100 point above the strike price. So you have the right to claim that 100 rupees from me. You don't have the obligation. You don't want to claim also, I'm very happy. Seller will be happy, right? But who will do that? Everybody will exercise, right? And the seller will give you 100 rupees. So once an option goes in the money and buyer can exercise and his profit will be settled by cash. You gain 100 rupees, the seller will pay you 100 rupees. But when it comes to stocks, it is totally different. Let us say there is a stock trading around 90 rupees. You feel that the stock will go above 100 and you buy 100 rupees call option. Let us say on the day of expiry, the price goes to 110 rupees. You are actually in a profit of 10 rupees. But you have to square up yourself before 3:30 on the expiry day. If you don't square up and you are the buyer and you have right, but here obligation is there. The seller of option will give the delivery of the physical shares to you and you have to buy those shares by paying the full money. So if you are a call option buyer, you will have to take the delivery, and if you are a call option seller, you have to give the delivery if the option goes in the money. Just opposite in case of put option. If you are a buyer of a put option, you have to give the delivery. If you are a seller of a put option, you have to take the delivery. Either people go for European options or American options. But here, as far as the index is concerned, we follow European options. And this compulsory physical delivery, we are doing it only on the expiry. In American options, you can do it any time during the expiry, but here you will do only on the day of expiry. But on the day of expiry, the compulsory physical settlement will happen. So that is why what some brokers they do, or let us say you are a buyer of a call option and on the last day if it goes in the money, so the seller will give the share, but you have to buy the share by paying the full money. If you don't have the full money in your account, that is going to be a big problem. So that is why many brokers going closer to the expiry, they keep increasing the margin money. Even for buyer, they increase the margin money. So let us say the share is trading around 100 rupees and the contract size is 10,000, let us say. So 10,000 into 100, 10 lakh. So you just bought an option just by paying only the premium money. If the price goes up, you will be making some profit. But what some brokers they do, you have to square up the position 1 week before, the Friday before the expiry week. You don't square up, they will ask you to maintain 2 lakh rupees in your account. If not, they square off. Then come next Monday, you must have 4 lakh in your account. Tuesday, you should have 6 lakh in your account. Wednesday, you should have 8 lakh in your account. And Thursday morning, you should have 10 lakh in your account. Otherwise, they will square off. In case if you have got 10 lakh rupees in your account, in case if the price goes in the money, and then at the end of the day, the seller gives the physical delivery of the share, the 10 lakh will be deducted from your account. So this creates a huge problem. Buyer, usually people have with a little money. So they keep increasing the margin money, it's going to be difficult. So therefore, I will advise you not to play in stock options. So it is not a good idea for retail traders to trade in stock options. And always trade in index options. Index options are always low risk and low reward, and stock options are always high risk and high reward. For one or the other reason, if you really want to trade in stock options, so 1 week before, you have to close the current month options. You have to shift your position to next month options. Okay. So let me summarize. So today what we have seen, what are the different expiries? Weekly expiries, monthly expiries, long-term expiries. And what are the different expiries for stocks and indices? Indices, you have all kinds of expiries, but stocks, you have only monthly expiries only for 3 months. And then index options, even if it closes in the money, so the settlement happens by cash. Whereas stock options, if it expires in the money, the settlement happens through the delivery. So unless you are ready to take delivery or you are ready to give delivery, do not trade in stock options. So I hope I made things very clear, and the next series of videos in mission options is going to be very, very exciting, and we are going to talk about option Greeks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.